Welcome! In this video, we are going to review what a thesis statement is and how to write a thesis statement. The goal is that after this video, you should be able to write a thesis statement for your Purple Hibiscus essay, and you should submit it to me so I can give you feedback before you move on with your essay. All right, so let's review what a thesis statement is. Remember, we worked on this last semester when we wrote our essay about heroes, whether or not Odysseus was a hero. So a thesis statement is a statement or theory that is put forward as a point to be maintained or proved. That's the definition from Google. If I were to say it in my own words, essentially, your thesis statement is the main point you are going to prove in your essay. So there are several topics to choose from for your essay. Whatever the main point of your essay is, whatever your answer to the general essay topic is, that is your thesis. Now, in strong writing, you want your thesis to be mentioned in the introduction. You want it to be clear to your reader as soon as they start reading what your thesis is. Now, we don't start directly with the thesis. You give a little bit of context in your introduction, but your thesis statement will be the last sentence of your introduction. And we're going to write it before we write the other pieces of the intro because it is the most important part. So today we're going to write our thesis. We will come back later and work on our introduction. Now, as a goal, try to make your thesis one sentence. It can be 2 sentences if you need it to, but it's best to be concise, to use as few words as possible. And the reason for that is that this is the main point of your essay. And every paragraph that follows your intro will be building on this thesis. So you want to save some of the details for your body paragraphs. You don't want to say everything you need to say in your thesis because then your essay will just be redundant. You want to kind of broadly give your answer to the question, and then you'll be more detailed in the paragraphs that follow. All right. So as I said before, I'm going to use topic 1 as the examples in class. So this video will write a thesis for the essay topic 1. I'm going to make a second video that has an example for topics 2 and 3. If you're doing one of those, you can watch that video, but it will be a separate video. All right, so topic 1 is asking you to argue one of the statements or topics from the anticipation guide. Now, I put those topics right here so that I can go back to them. They are posted on Classroom. They're also in this week's presentation, so they should be easy to find. I also asked you guys to complete a survey telling me which topic you thought you would write on. The most popular one is, it is acceptable for parents to hit their children for discipline. So that's the most popular. For my example, I'm going to use the least popular. Political violence and unrest can lead to violence and unrest in a family. So that's what I'm going to do for my example. All right. So I'm going to use this little template to help me organize my ideas. You have access to this template on your outline. So at the start of class, I asked everyone to open the outline they're going to use for their essay, and this should be on there. Okay, so you will have this ready for you once it's your turn to start writing. So I'm going to start by copying and pasting the statement that I will argue for or against. All right, so I said I would do this one because it was the least popular topic. All right, copy and paste the statement. Okay, so I'm going to argue for or against this. So first I need to think, do I agree or disagree? And yes, I agree that political violence and unrest can lead to violence and unrest within families. So I'm going to write my opinion and give a little bit of my reasoning. So I will say, this is my first time doing this. This is just me getting my ideas out. I don't want this to be bold or underlined. Let me fix that. I believe that, well, that was a little bit too much. I believe that political violence and unrest can lead to violence and unrest within families. Now, notice that when I combine these, I'm going to have to lowercase that P, right? Because it's not the start of a sentence anymore. Because, Okay, because is a good word to use in the thesis statement because in your thesis you're going to be giving reasons, right? And so because is a great word to use to introduce reasons. I believe that political violence and unrest can lead to violence and unrest within families because the outside world impacts each family member to varying degrees. All right, so that's my initial opinion. I do believe that, and I think it's because, the world, families are not immune to what's happening in the world. So what happens in the world will impact the family. So that is not my thesis, though. That's like my first idea, rough draft. Now I need to revise it. I want to take out first person pronouns. I also want to take out statements like I believe and I think. And the reason for that is if you're writing an essay and your name is on it, it is clear that everything in the essay is your opinion, your ideas, your original thoughts. And for some people, they might think that you saying I believe actually weakens your argument. Think about two people arguing and one person saying, well, I believe, I think, in my opinion, while the other person is just stating their beliefs as facts. It comes across as more assertive, more confident just to state your belief as if it's a fact. All right, so now I'm going to take this statement and I'm going to revise it. First, I'm going to look and see, do I have any first person pronouns? I, me, my. I do. I have I. Get rid of that. Do I have statements like I believe or I think? Oh, I do. So I'm going to take that out. Now I'm going to look and see, does this still make sense as a sentence if I take out I believe? Political violence and unrest can lead to violence and unrest within families because the outside world impacts each family member to varying degrees. Kind of interesting that I took out I believe that and I have a complete sentence that makes sense. So I could stop here and be like, okay, here's my thesis. Because I'm kind of a perfectionist when I write, I would probably want to think about my evidence and edit this a little bit. But for the purposes of this video, you have a thesis statement. So that is how you come up with a thesis statement for topic 1. Pick the statement, write your opinion, edit your opinion. And so that concludes this video.